Hello there, public. I'm just making this quick video in the middle of a downpour, to relate my love of story. I'm a nerd and I play Pathfinder. And I'm getting ready to start my very first game November 7th, and hope that goes good. But I was recently in another game, and on a journey back, everyone wanted to fast forward to get to the plot, and it just kind of irked me, you know? I mean, my thought process is along the story, especially any storyteller worth their sand. Not really one for words in the morning. But could kind of ad lib and kind of, make it up. And if you strike on something interesting, like a spot in town or anywhere along the imaginary road to get back to the plot, can make up something, can come up with something new and interesting, a contact, or another waypoint on a backstory that somebody had even forgotten they written. And there's so many things that you can explore in a story, and all by happenstance. And taking your time to explore those avenues instead of constantly skipping ahead to get to that next point in the plot, I think is usually missing out. Because in my mind, a role-playing game isn't like a movie, in which case, you're watching the condensed version, and but you can kind of make out a new story or come up with new plots, on the fly. Creative juices strike you, and you just end up, saying, what, the plot can wait for a little bit, and then you come up with, a tangent, or, something else that becomes interesting. But it seemed like the group that I was with really wanted to just, fast forward. And I don't know how much longer I'm going to be in that game. It's really, I like story. It's like, don't get me wrong, I mean, I know there's a lot of players out there that really love rolling their dice, but I like the story better. I mean, if you're just into rolling dice, then, Yahtzee be a good game for you. But if you're actually into playing characters, that's, you could explore new sides of yourself. You can, really test the bounds of your imagination. And that's why I always fell in love with gaming, and, I think I'll always game. I love story. I like to run the game better than I like to play it, but not really from a control aspect, more from a exploration aspect. I do like seeing what everybody does, and I've had my plots yanked off the rails from time to time, and usually sometimes it ends up being more interesting than what I had planned. And you go down that rabbit hole, and every now and then you find Wonderland. It's crazy. But in the end, it's like I always think fast forwarding is a bad thing. Some rudimentary, whatever that word is, you know what I'm saying. But some mundane tasks, it's like, okay, I could see that. You're just forging armor, which takes forever or whatever. It's like, I understand, fast forwarding through that. But as far as journeys to get to places, like anything that takes any time, fast forwarding and wanting to get back, it's just, I don't care for it. I mean, especially when you're if you're crossing the country, it's like, and the game was werewolf, so, you know, Moon Bridget, and it's like, I'd rather just travel. I'd rather just travel and see all the places that, you know, on the way back. Maybe make some new contacts. Maybe expand your resources. Maybe expand your network of people in the know. You know, we were traveling west, so, you know, and this is during the Wild West, so establishing contacts in the east, because society is swept from the east to the west. So anything out east is like it give me a really quick heads up as far as, you know, what's coming my way. But the storytelling's good. It's by a buddy of mine, Lorcave, and he's running it good. It's just the group. There's lots of stuff out there. See, trucks. Ooh, sitting out here. Loads of fun. But, you know, I'll hang with it and see what's going on. But if this whole fast forward mentality just keeps kicking at, I'll have to give it up. Because it starts being more about, you know, it starts being more about power grabbing than the story. And after a while, it's just, you know, it's like if you just want to win, you know, and you don't care how you win, well, fuck it. Let's just fast forward to the very end of the game and say, we all win. We conquered the world. Good job, guys. Good job, guys. All right, high fives all around. But I don't want to do that. I want the story. I don't want to fast forward to the end of the movie and be like, oh, okay. I don't want to be that. It's like I want to be a part of a good story, and when I run, I want to tell a good story. So, and that being the subject matter, you know, in comments, if you had a really good like experience in a story that wasn't part of the planned plot, I have no idea how many gamers are going to watch this, but if you were part of a story that wasn't part of the main plot, but, you know, it really stuck in your mind, like, oh, I'm so happy I took this detour. It's like, leave it in the comments, or make a video response, or whatever, you know. I'm new to this. I just learned how to hold my phone right. Isn't that cool? Progress. So, that being the case, I guess I'll sign off. And, yeah, special stories, side stories, in the comments. Why not? Got nothing better to do today. Except haul freight. Bye.